So there is a mistake that I think Buddhism makes, and it makes it because Buddhism is not really what is taught or what was discovered and taught by the Buddha, I believe. Whatever it was that was studied and taught by the Buddha could be explained and gifted and told overnight, as per the sutras and stories that depict such things. And I don't know if this mistake is a kind of accidental translation hand-on error, as it was passed for 1,000 years, 500, 700 years, until about, I think it was first written down in the 2nd century BCE. I've not looked at this stuff for yonks. But it was passed down by word of mouth over hundreds of miles, hundreds of years, I think thousands of miles, until it was first written down. So it's entirely possible that the mistake is one of translation and transportation, as it were. Another option is that the mistake is deliberate, and I think this, based on some interactions I've had with Buddhist monks in Sri Lanka and many Buddhists online, I think it could be this could be the problem, that it is literally omitted on purpose. And the omission is this, and it's a very simple omission. There is this principle in Buddhism called an Atman, and Atman has many different translations. It's translated as the soul, the self, as being, and Anatman, the idea of not soul, is also translated as interconnectedness and emptiness. They're all the same side, all different sides of the same fundamental principle of reality, of all realities, of all universes. This idea that everything is connected and there are no singular things. And the omission that Buddhism makes is, I remember when I was first getting into Buddhism, I was listening to a talk by someone, I forget, and he said, Buddhism is essentially Hinduism. And I was like, no, it's not, surely it's not, it's different. It has this fundamental difference. And the fundamental difference is this, I've got to it now. The idea that there is no self is the traditional Buddhist interpretation of the Dharma. And the Vedanta idea, the kind of fundamental Hindu idea, the oldest Hindu idea, is that there is just one self, and that is Brahman, God, whatever you want to call it, universal consciousness. It has many names in many different religions. And so if you interpret Buddhism, I think the Four Noble Truths are true. I think the Noble Eightfold Path and the Three Marks of Existence are all absolutely true. And I've tried for over 20 years to kind of question them, and I can't. So there's, the reason why I don't really consider myself a Buddhist anymore is because Buddhists make this, I think, error of thinking there is no self rather than there is only one self. And I think when you change that, they align. So that's my thoughts on that. I did a video, I don't know, it's one of the first ones I did, and it was about a Natman. And I think my fundamental principles and believings on that and what I think I said in that video won't have changed. But in this deepest of sense, that it has changed. This idea of moving the Dharma, of moving a Natman from none to one. All is one, Elam Andre.